What's up, everybody, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? This is DA, aka The Weed, D-Hop. I'm back at you with thoughts and impressions on anime that I'm currently watching, which some of y'all, or mostly a lot of y'all know, is School Rumble. Now, School Rumble, I heard about it, you know what I'm saying, from different people, online reviews, and things of that nature. But I never really quite went to go watch it, and it took years for me to get the incentive to watch it, and now I'm currently watching it. And this is my thoughts and impressions on the first 15 episodes of season one. So I think season one is 24 episodes, and then there's a season two, School Rumble season two, second semester. So before I go into my thoughts and impressions, the story is a love story. It's a romance story, and the main romance that's supposed to be taking place, like the center romance or the main goal, is between two characters, right? And those two characters are Tenma Tsukimoto and Kenji Harima. Now, Kenji Harima is a high school delinquent. He's been a delinquent ever since, as far as I've seen the series, since middle school, most likely all his life. And he's a cool looking dude, you know what I'm saying? He wears shades, has a mustache, goes to school, most likely doesn't do any homework, he just goes around, fight his adversaries in the street. Tenma Tsukimoto, she's not that smart a girl, and she's several always distracted, you know what I'm saying? She's a very energetic, distracted, but dumb girl. So Harima has a crush on Tenma due to a certain incident that happened in the past, where Harima has saved Tenma from other delinquents, and they had an encounter where she thought that she was attacking him, and it didn't turn out good. However, over time, he changed his appearance, was because of the shades and mustache. And since I haven't finished the series, I don't know why he does that, but it could be he might have done that on purpose to hide his appearance, maybe, or maybe that's his new look. But there's a gag where he doesn't want to take off his shades or his mustache, because every time he does, he gonna look like the dude that saved her. I'm referring to Tenma way back then. Now, throughout the series, he continually tries to confess his love to Tenma, which repeatedly fails. And not only is it a romance series, it's a comedy series, so it's usually in comedic scenarios. Like, for instance, like the time when he wrote a love letter to her to meet her somewhere and to confess, right? But at the same time, he had set up a battle between another delinquent, which was 4 o'clock p.m. in the evening, and Tenma and then the delinquent ended up being at the same place, and the delinquent ended up confessing his love to her, and he said no, not really, because Harima, I think he dropped the note, and the delinquent picked it up, tried to use it, and she told the delinquent, no, I have someone else I like. And it actually hurt the delinquent's feeling, even though it wasn't even his love letter. But Harima didn't even notice that, and he ended up finding the delinquent anyway. And this funny scenarios like that, and it happens repeatedly, and he continues to fail. So obviously, their love's most likely not going to conjoin until the end of the series, or near the end of the series. So that's basically the main thing. However, over time, throughout, around I say about like episode 10 to 15, the relationship between Harima and Tenma gets overshadowed by the relationship between Eri Sawachika, Eri Sawachika and Harima. And this is due because certain incidents where incidents similar to what happened to Harima and Tenma, but incidents between him and Eri mostly led to like misunderstandings that keep they keep running into each other over misunderstandings. Usually has something to do with Harima trying to confess his love to Tenma, but for some reason Eri gets caught up in it, and that kind of like over time always starts to come into the already occurring relationship or occurring attempt by Harima to confess his love to Tenma. Now, there's other characters in the story, such as Kurasuma, who is actually Tenma's crush. Now, Kurasuma is a very stoic, he's stoic, very stoic, very disciplined, intelligent young man. He's not like everybody else, you know what I'm saying? He wears umbrellas. He's always prepared, he's focused, and Tenma has a crush on him. So he's kind of like, he basically has the total opposite personality as Tenma. She's distracted, not focused, undisciplined, energetic, not that smart. Where he's smart, focused, disciplined, always analytical, you know what I'm saying? Basically the whole good boy, straight A student in school. So we see this happen throughout the series, basically a love triangle. However, this love triangle starts to extend to other characters, as I was mentioning earlier, Eri, Sawachika. So we have three characters: Tenma Tsukamoto, Kenji Harima, no, not Kenji Harima, and Kurama. Damn. Hold on. All right, and Kurasuma. Okay. So one of the main characters, who is Tenma, she has a group of friends. So that's Eri, as I mentioned earlier, Eri Sawachika. Then she has a friend named Akira Takano and Mikito Suwa. Right? Those are a group of friends. And she also has a little sister. I think her name is Haruki Hanai. But usually the people she hangs out with is her three friends, Eri, Mikito, and Akira. So Akira is kind of like similar to her little sister. Her little sister. She seems to be She seems to have a nice personality, as we see from the outside in, or from what I have watched from episode 1 to episode 15. However, her friend Akira, she is a very quiet, serious, but cold person. Like she doesn't display any of her emotions. She's the type of person that sits back during the scenarios, and by being like, like keeping herself outside of the activities of her friends, she able to observe them and analyze them. And she basically knows a lot about them by picking up on every single little detail. So that's kind of her personality in the series. And then we also have Mikoto, who she's the athletic type, and she's part of Karate Club. So far, we have three major things that's going on. We have the relationship between the love triangle between Kurasuma, Harima, and Tenma, and then we have kind of like the misunderstanding relationship between Harima and Eri, and we have kind of like, not, I won't say delicate, but not delicate, but not necessarily fragile, but more of a stress at the same time very close relationship between Eri and Mikito, since both of them have been best friends before they were a part of this four girl group. Now, Eri and Mikito, it seems that Eri has some type of jealousy towards Mikito, and the jealousy hasn't been necessarily fully like explained like outright, but it seems to be that okay, Mikito, she's not totally smart, but she's very athletic and skilled, in physical activities. Where Eri, she's the type of person she can pretty much anything she gets her hands on, she can master it. She can easily learn high skills pretty easily. She's a smart girl. She has a beautiful physical feature, and she always attracting other boys. And there was an incident during the episode 15, if I'm mistaken, or more so episode 14 to 15, where Eri had mentioned something towards Mikito. Not towards Mikito, but she mentioned something about Mikito, and she heard it. It was about saying Mikito wasn't that pretty or that cute. And this is probably due to the fact that she's very athletic and she's more, I would say, of a tomboy. And this started a little, strained relationship between the two. But eventually, the relationship begins to rejoin after Mikito made an attempt to see her childhood crush who went off to college, and she found out that after everything, not reality doesn't match her fantasies. That's basically what she found out, that reality doesn't necessarily match her fantasies or her ideals of what she had of this boy who went off to college. And this boy was her former tutor. He went off to college, and she thought that it was like a love relationship between these two, but it was more of a, big brother, little sister relationship. And after that, occurred, they met at a certain place where Mikito told Eri to meet, and she told him about the boy, and Eri, gave her a good compliment, and they became friends again. So overall, that's pretty much has been the three main things that occurred. Now, as we see now, first it was Harima. The main focus was the love triangle between Karasuma, Harima, and Tenma. But we see other relationships start being explored, and they might interfere with that little love triangle. And they also have had other boys, come into the group, had little side relationships. But mostly the main thing is that one love triangle. But I agree. What I have recently noticed in the last 5 episodes was they put more focus on Harima and Eri, and even Mikito. So we starting to explore more characters. I'm looking for them to explore more about Tenma's little sister, and she's kind of like distant too. And Tenma's little sister is pretty mysterious. She seems like a nice person, you know what I'm saying? And she's the type of person from the outside looking in, as what we can see, that she has a lot of talent and she's very popular with everybody. But she seems that she doesn't realize it or notice it. But that may be just a front, because one incident, she got into the battle with one of the karate club members, and she basically over dominated him. And while she was fighting, she had a little smirk on her face, as if she knew exactly what she was doing. So that was just one little incident we saw. Other than that, her main relationships is with this cat, and this cat has a certain scar on his forehead. I don't know why, but overall, what do I necessarily think about the series? I think it's a decent series. You know what I'm saying? It's a very light series. As far as I see, very light series. Not anything violent, not anything too over dramatic. There's a few, what I'm saying, once in a while, a few funny things. It's a very light series. Apparently, it's just oddly for, what I'm saying, teenagers. Like, most likely teenagers, like, in middle school or early high schoolers. That's what the story goes towards, too. So far, I really do like all the characters. There's not any characters that I highly dislike or dislike at all. One of my few favorite characters is Eri Sakaochika, the blonde hair girl. She's blonde hair. She has brown eyes, and she's half Japanese, half British. Um, Tima's little sister. I like Tima too, but she's the main character. Tima's little sister. Of course, I like Harima, the delinquent dude, and of course even though I don't think he's supposed to be black, but he represents a black person, a black character in anime. Because there's a lot of characters they're not supposed to be black in the story, but they represent a person of African descent. But so yeah, those three characters so far are my most favorite. Um, the story I think has a good pacing so far, and there's a lot of episodes. I'm still waiting to see why it's called School Rumble because I've been scrolling, and I said scrolling. I have been scrolling, and I've seen no, the thumbnails of other episodes later on, and it looks like there's going to actually be a School Rumble. So this is kind of like not a entirely blind watch I'm doing, but I really do not know what it's about. I knew it was a love story, but I'm not sure whether or not it's going to be an actual like competition, a School Rumble. And what I'm assuming, right, it's most likely going to be something like over a love relationships. And I don't know how it's going to last, but that's what I'm thinking about it so far. The animation, is good. It's an older anime, so I don't expect it to be like updated like that, but it's not bad at all. You know what I'm saying? Character designs are great. I like side stories, the characters, and it's been good so far. When I first watched this, when I first watched it, when I first watched the first few episodes, I thought it was gonna be this kind of dry, this not childish but less mature TV series. This like I said earlier, like a light TV series, but I'm not necessarily sure it's gonna stay light or not. But so far it's been pretty good. But as I go on through the series, it gets more complex, a little more complex. Not too complex, you know what I'm saying? It's still, this a normal TV series, but it's nothing really super bad I have to say about it as far as my thoughts and impressions. Other than that I'm gonna go ahead and continue watching the series. This was more like a video about my thoughts and impressions on episode 1 to 15. Like I said, there's quite a few funny things that happen. I like some of the characters. There's not really one character that they put in there that didn't have like an impact. Even it was just a little impact. It was good. Not good, but good for what the series was meant to be, a comedy romance type series, and it's particularly directed towards middle schoolers and early high schoolers, like freshmen or sophomores. So thank you for watching this video. I'm gonna go ahead and continue watching it. This was my thoughts and impressions on School Rumble episodes 1 to 15. Anything coming up other than this, I'm not sure yet. I just got some new devices. I do plan on making more videos on other things, but I haven't planned everything out yet. So thank you for your time. This was D Hop, aka The Weed. You know what I'm saying? Have a nice day. Enjoy your day. Stay disciplined. Stay focused. Be happy. Alright. Peace. Chill. Out.